Hello 9th standard students. Before we begin with exercise 6.2, I've also discussed few terminologies that you need to remember, and let us brush up on some important concepts that you have learned in lower class. Please have a look. Angles formed. Now if you look at this diagram which is given out here, you have line L which is intersecting two lines M and N at two distinct points P and Q. This line L is called the transversal. Okay, and since this line L, which is the transversal, is intersecting M and N at points P and Q, you get four angles each at point P and Q. Look here, point P, you're having these four angles. Here also you're having these four angles. What are the type of angles that you get? You have done this in standard 7th. Corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, and you have interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So have a look at it. Which are the corresponding angles? On the same side of the transversal, this side you have angle 1 and angle 5. Then you have angle 2 and angle 6. The one below, that is angle 4 and angle 8. Below here, angle 3 and angle 7. So these are pairs of corresponding angles. Now, alternate interior angle. Alternate interior angles are angles which form Z shape. So they are inside these two lines. They are sandwiched in between. So the alternate interior angles are angle 4 and angle 6, and angle 3 and angle 5. Alternate exterior angles, they lie outside this part. So you have angle 1 and angle 7, the extremes 1 and 7, and you have 2 and 8. And then you have interior angles on the same side of the transversal. You have learned this, that they always form I shape, or you could also consider as C, shape of letter C. So 4 and 5, these two are the interior angles, and you have 3 and 6, which are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Students, you have learned this in class 7th. You have come across all these terminologies: corresponding angles, interior angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, and interior angles on the same side of the transversal. I want you to write down this in your notebook. Copy down this slide. It will help you when we are doing problems from exercise 6.2. Now remember the following statement: corresponding angle axiom. You have to remember what is corresponding angle axiom, what is alternate angle theorem, what is interior angle theorem. Now, the corresponding angle axiom states, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles is equal. This is called the corresponding angle axiom. Now here T is the transversal. So it is intersecting the two parallel lines L and M. Okay, so when it intersects the two parallel lines L and M, what do you notice? You will see that these corresponding angles will be congruent. So look at this star. One star here and the other star here. So here, if this angle is 120, the other angle will be 120, and these two correspond to each other. They will be congruent. Now, if this is 120, you know this is 60 degree. The angle corresponding to this will be this, another star. So that will also be 60. So students, you have done this, and remember this name that they are called, and remember this sentence. It is corresponding angle axiom. So what does the corresponding angle axiom state? It states that when a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angle will be congruent. Okay. And now we move on to another theorem, that is alternate angle theorem. Alternate angle theorem is also the same. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate interior angle is equal. So L is the transversal intersecting parallel lines M and N. Z shape, these two angles will be congruent and these two angles will be congruent. So remember this sentence, and it is called as alternate angle theorem. Similarly, you have another theorem, that is interior angle theorem. What does the interior angle theorem state now? If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. So A plus B will be 180-degree and C plus D equal to 180-degree. So students, what have you seen in these axioms and theorems? In corresponding angle axiom, alternate angle theorem and interior angle theorem, you have noticed that the transversal is intersecting parallel lines. That means the lines are already parallel. And if the lines are already parallel, and if a transversal is intersecting them, then each and every pair of corresponding angle will be congruent. In corresponding angle axiom, in alternate angle theorem, each and every pair of alternate angle will be congruent, and in interior angle theorem, each pair of interior angle will be supplementary. So I just want you to remember these statements. So what you're going to copy down in this video lesson is the fifth question of exercise 6.1, and you could make a note of these interior angle theorem, the statement for corresponding angle axiom, and the statement for alternate angle theorem. Students, in the next video lesson, we will be dealing with converse of these theorems. Okay, so until then, goodbye and take care.